Let's take a look at one of the many combinations of lightsaber parts that you can form into a complete hilt from the Custom Saber Shop components. So the Custom Saber Shop is a custom saber shop, and they're based in the United States, and they actually machine a lot of their own parts, including the ones that you see here. They also sell some other parts and components that they don't actually manufacture, but they are a bit of a one-stop shop for DIY lightsabers. So you can get these empty hilt components, you can also get electronics, you can get accessories, all sorts of different good stuff. So this particular hilt is made out of the modular hilt system V2 parts, okay? And what makes it V2? Well, so the Custom Saber Shop has a modular hilt system V1 product line, and then they have the newer V2 product line. And the series use different sets of threading. So that means that MHS V1 parts are not directly compatible with MHS V2 parts like the ones shown. However, the Custom Saber Shop has made adapters, so all is not lost. You can use the parts together. It's just you also can just use them kind of in isolation as part of their own series. So the hilt that I have here, it has a bit of an Ezra Bridger vibe to it. We've got a really neat katana style blade holder at the top. This is an MHS V2 blade holder style 3. So the katana style, it has that nice slanted emitter and then a Suba type handguard. It creates a really nice profile. And then below that, we have a choke point. This is kind of a basic choke point, an MHS V2 choke style 3. And then below that is just a very basic section. So this is just called the double female extender, 2 inches. And so they do have a few different lengths of these extender type pieces. Now below that, you can just barely see it. You can see the little lines from it. This is actually a male connector. So this piece is a female, so both ends are female. And so there's a male connector here that connects to yet another double female connector. So this one has some nice fluting to it. So this is double female extender 2 inches. Or sorry, this is the 4-inch. I already talked about the 2-inch one. This is the longer, this is the 4-inch fluted extender. And then finally we have kind of an Obi-Wan style pommel. So this is an MHS V2 pommel style 5, and then there is an attached pommel insert at the bottom too. So just to show you how all these parts come apart, there's the emitter, or the blade holder. Here is the choke. Okay, one of the double female extenders. This is the double male connector, and this can kind of make a nice coupler as well. Okay, here's the 4-inch female extender, and then kind of the cool classic pommel here, sort of a little bit of like an Obi-Wan style to it. And then with the pommel insert style 4 as well. So that's kind of what all the parts break down to. You can change around these parts. That's the neat thing. There's just a lot of different options that this shop offers, so you can really kind of build your dream saber if you like to do that. And I'm going to just put this back together. By default, these parts don't come with any holes, so they don't have like a blade retention screw hole or emitter switch holes or just any of those types of things. Now they do add those to the hilt or the components as a service, so you can add those on, or it's also something you can do yourself. And then, you know, there's a lot of other options for customizing too, right? Adding some different color, certainly adding a wrap. All of that good stuff, and well, an install, of course, too. And so even though the MHS V1 modular hilt system V1 components and V2 are not directly compatible with each other, they do still both have a blade holder at the top. That's a 1-inch diameter blade holder. So this just as an example. This hilt isn't installed, but gives you a little sense of the look. But yeah, it's just really neat that they offer this. Now, I've done different reviews previously of custom Saber parts, and it's before this hilt for me, I've just seen the MHS V1 parts. So it's kind of neat to see the V2 now. Very similar, of course. There's a lot of designs for the pieces that, you know, will be very similar among the two series. So there's definitely some overlap. Like a lot of these components, there'll be similar ones, similar, you know, equivalents rather in the V1 series. But it is a little bit different, and the threading's different, a little bit slimmer for the V2. But here it is, you guys. So this is kind of an Ezra style hilt. The entire length of this hilt is 11.5 inches. So, you know, pretty standard hilt that way. And a pretty classic Star Wars profile here with a nice, you know, pommel, pretty similar to the Obi-Wan or the Luke pommel, and then a cool Ezra style emitter at the top, really kind of bringing some interest to the hilt along with that kind of classic slanted emitter. So feel free to comment below with any of your thoughts about the custom Saber shop, or maybe what kind of hilt would you want, what type of components, what pieces would you want on your dream hilt? What are some of your favorite custom Saber shop parts? Just feel free to share any of those below. Until next time.